All right, welcome to the FMI Show. We're going to start off the show, look at some charts, because crypto's been running here this last week. We got a few stories, and maybe some of those will show some detail of why the crypto's been running. Plus, we found some CNFT projects that are possibly long holds. So let's go and dive in. All right, so first off, let's jump into Bitcoin here. And just kind of zoomed out right now, and this is on the daily. And we've been back here. We bounced off as resistance off of the 200 MA, and as of right now, we're butted up against that. Finally, we got the buy signal. We did get a red 9. That usually means that it's kind of everything's overbought and we get a retrace, but it's just been pumping up still, and right now we are right up against that 200-day moving average. So for the pump to continue, I feel that we need to make break through this 200 MA and turn it into support. But as of right now, we're kind of butted up against it, and then if we do break it, probably about that 20,000, looking at 27 is kind of an area I think it might test, hit resistance again if we do break through the 200-day moving average. And then of course traditionally, usually you would come back down to retest that. All right, we switch over here to Ethereum, and as you see, this is the 200-day. This is on the daily. This is a 200-day moving average, and we are kind of bouncing. We did kind of retest that with this candle. If this candle stays looking like this and we keep going up, call me crazy, but because there's not, as you see right here, where we had a lot of sideways action, this is kind of creating good support levels. Well, in between where we're at right now, the top, we have just a lot of large candles. This, is not traditionally used to kind of create that support level. I could see this maybe even bouncing up because I see these a lot of large candles through here. And if we hold this here as support, I could see this maybe even going up to $1,700. Comment below, where do you think Ethereum could go here in the next month? Because I'm looking, we're kind of in this area where we could see a decent bounce in Ethereum. All right, take a look at Gala. We did pretty good on this the other day, and as of right now, as you see, we did get rejected up around here at this 5-cent mark. But this big long wick, you know what they say, once was wicked will soon be candlesticked. And as we right now, we are seeming to be heading in that direction. We are floating right around that 200-day moving average. And then as of right now, the next price target, we're looking maybe even close to 7 cents. Back here where we came up to 7 cents back in August. So that might actually be our next target as of right now. Is kind of what we're looking at. Comment below what you think, which direction Gala is going to be going. All right, let's take a look at ADA. And as of right now, I would like to actually see this, kind of trade sideways or even come back down to test the 50-day and maybe even get the 20 to cross the 50-day moving average. Trade sideways or just come back down to retest before we head up to try to take that 200 MA. Everything else is kind of, as far as all the other charts we're using here, indicators, everything's kind of looking pretty hot. The RSI is over 70. And then, we did get that green flash on the TTM squeeze, and I'm waiting to see if that's going to roll over here. As of right now, like I said, I would like to see that kind of come back down, either let these catch up, trade sideways, let the moving averages catch up, or come back down to retest them a little bit to kind of bounce back up to the 200-day. All right, so we have Algorand now, and it's kind of similar to ADA setup, and it's just we're a little bit closer down here to the 50-day moving average. So it's kind of been lagging behind, and it's not as hot, so there might be a little more room for Algo to run a bit. All right, so I just wanted to bring up stock market real quick just to show it's not just crypto that's been running here. I mean, the U.S. stock market has been advancing. We do have almost 4,000 advancing stocks, and everything's pretty much green, which is sometimes around a holiday weekend that we're having this weekend. Then the stock market's going to be closed on Monday. It's usually see a sell-off right at close. A lot of people don't like holding over the weekend, so to see all this green is pretty cool. And I just wanted to point something out. We have a Bitcoin mining right here is up 36% today, so that's pretty good. So that's pretty good for a run in the stock market. All right, so a lot of people are talking about the CPI data that come out, and this is why everything's kind of been rallying here. So the consumer price fell 0.1 in December, in line with expectations. So nothing was crazy about going up or down. It was pretty much where everyone expected it, which is good, and that's usually what the market's like. They don't like uncertainty. So the only thing is, though, it's still pretty high, and everyone's been talking that the next rate hike is going to be more than 0.25. So just keep in mind that the 0.5 increase is still on the table, and I know everyone's leaning more for that 0.25 percentage increase, but the fuel and food is still actually been going back up. So just kind of keep an eye on that before you go jumping, all back into the markets because everything's green. All right, another article here is FTX has recovered $5 billion worth of liquid assets. And, as they go through all this, during the bankruptcy proceeding and getting all this put together, hopefully some people can get some of their funds back. But keep in mind, if anything that isn't liquid and they are forced to sell out, it may cause some unstable prices in the market. So just kind of keep an eye on that. All right. So we also have another story here. House Republicans form panel to shape crypto policy. I don't really see too much getting done, how when you have a split House and Senate. We'll see if they can get something done. It'd be nice, but I still think we have a little ways to go before we can get an actual, decent policy coming out of the government while while there's still, the House and Senate is kind of split. All right, let's switch over to some CNFT stuff. So we're going to start off with Pastel Buds. Now, this is a part of the Pastel Labs. They also have Bright Pals underneath their Pastel Labs logo here. So right now we do have the floor price at 95 ADA, and the activity has been picking up. We see 95 sold just 7 minutes ago. We got one here at 111 for just 14 minutes ago from the time of this video, so definitely picking up. So we just got to looking what's the reason why they're moving up so much here recently. It might be because we did find something. All right, so we have development update, Rainbow Depot. We are excited to announce the scheduled release of Rainbow Depot, a marketplace allowing you to shop for Amazon products using Cardano. This is pretty big. Holders of Pastel Lab CNFTs will receive discounts on the platform. Estimated launch 2/1 this year, so that's pretty big. So definitely check them out. They got a lot going on. We're going to do a deep dive a little bit and kind of focus and do just a big view on Pastel Labs and everything that's going on here pretty soon on the channel. All right, so the next one on our list to be a possible long-term hold is we have Eggscape Club, and let's bring up some information that they just released. All right, so they got a lot of information here, but just want to focus on this midterm financial benefit goals for Q3, Q4 of 2023, real world business expansion, Q4 2023, first Eggscape Cafe, Eggscape Studio. We will build businesses in Malaysia as a dev team, and 25 net profit goes into holders royalties wallet, and distribution will be every 4 months. So, once a quarter, they're going to be just sending out that income. That's pretty cool. So definitely go and check that out, because that's pretty exciting. All this not financial advice, but definitely go and check these out. These can possibly be some good long-term holds. All right, we want to give thanks out to everybody. We're going on about a year of the channel being live. We think we've come a long way. If you go back and watch our first videos, it's kind of funny. Yeah, hopefully you get some value out of this. And if you hit like, subscribe, and comment below on anything you want us to kind of cover or see. And appreciate you coming here. So catch you next time.